Hello everybody and welcome back to Purbeck. So we're now into August and this month change has given us an opportunity to harvest 3 more fields. And of course once we have completed the harvest, that will bring us to the end of the series. But I will make sure I sell the milk and all of the cows before the end. Wow, that's really muddy. Why is it so wet? It did rain in the previous month, but I don't think it's rained recently. Interesting. This might make for an interesting harvest. Anyway, we do have, I think, 2 wheat fields and 1 barley field. I've probably got them back to front. Let's just see. No, it is indeed 2 wheat fields and 1 barley field. So we need to go down the road. We'll just do whichever one we come across first. Barley, I think. And we're also going to have harvest going into probably September, October time. Because we still have the corn to do. Yeah, this is the first field. This is probably the field which we've harvested the most on this map. I feel like I'm always harvesting it. But it doesn't matter. This will, however, sadly be the final time. If I put that there, I should have enough swing to get it attached. But indeed, 3 fields. 3 fields which have to be done today. I really don't want to be dragging those into the next month if I can help it. And really, with this combine, it shouldn't take long. It's a bit slow going uphill. It's always struggled with this header. I think actually there is a more suitable header pack for this particular combine because it always seems to struggle with this particular header. And yeah, I think in the pack which it's suitable to be used with, I think it's actually about the same size, but it just finds it easier to run. Because the combine is fairly well serviced. Anyway, yes, let's get going with this. I will go around the headland. I need to sort out a trailer, so we'll get that brought across in just a minute. We'll also get the header trailer moved out of the way, because that is going to be in the way. And then, yes, I'll probably take over from the combine again and get this field finished. We also have that field, which I've never harvested. That was sat as a grass field for way too long. I eventually direct drilled it, and yes, it's come out as a nice wheat field. So that is all looking good. Only 1 lap done, and already it's going to be over 70%. So I can set off on a worker going uphill, and, well, it would be lovely to be able to get the trailer here in time to unload going uphill, but I probably won't be able to. Actually, I don't know where my trailer is, but it can't be far away. Really, must be fairly close. The worker will probably take a different course, because I've just followed the field. The worker will take its own A-B line. There it is. Oh, that's really close. Perfect. Good. Now we actually probably do have some wheat and barley in storage as well, so I mustn't forget to sell that. We may put this into storage and then sell when the price is better, because it is August and that is the worst time to sell. Yeah, I need to move that, but I don't have a tractor inside the field to be able to get onto it, so... Oh, yeah, there we go. Right, so the combine has taken its own line there, and it's not ideal. Putting it on that course has made it go over there, so really they're the 2 angles it wants to go at. We don't have crop destruction on, so I'm kind of happy to do this in the crop. I don't like to do it, but that was a bit of a contradiction. Yeah, I think on this occasion, just to keep things moving as we have so much to do, let's just go for it. It's quite a fast unload rate. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, right, so we can now get out of the crop and we can park up. Yeah, so the header trailer just really wants to be moved a bit so it's not completely in the field, well, completely in the gateway. If I drop off this trailer here, then I can quickly shift it. But see, we don't need to really think about cultivation work this time around because it is the end. So that makes it a bit more laid back. But I can take over driving the combine. That would save money. if I position this so that we can just basically detach the header from the combine and then put it onto here with ease, that would be lovely. There we go. Right, so yeah, I will. I'm going to take over driving the combine. We'll put this tractor back onto that trailer, and really we should be able to get through this field in no time at all. Then we're going to have to get into that field, which will be more of a problem because the header needs to fit through and it's not going to go through that little gap there. In fact, the combine is going to be a bit of a challenge to get through there. It should fit, but yeah, we're going to have to drive in the crop, I think, with the header trailer. Okay, let's get the barley done. Well, that is the first barley field pretty much done. Oh, actually no, the only barley field pretty much done. I'm going to keep mixing that up because the other two are wheat. Yes, so just spin around to get those pieces. It really does struggle going uphill, which is what I mentioned earlier. Thankfully, the third field, which we're going to do, is flat, totally flat. It's just these two which are going uphill. And this was the bigger of the two. Almost another full load though there. So that trailer might get fairly close to being full with the barley. And I will go around the headland of the next field, then set it off on a worker so that I can unload this trailer. Yeah, it should fit, but it will leave that quite full. So dare I try and get it through? I'm never going to get it through, am I? It's just not going to lift high enough over those posts. So, unless there's no, it's a collision. Yeah, there's a collision. Okay, let me do this the proper way. Let's take it off and I will drive it into the field and we will attach it properly on the other side. Really, I should have a small tractor attached to this header trailer. That would be so much easier. But, yeah, I don't know if I have a... No, I must have a small tractor nearby. Problem is I leave things so far away. Let's just see. Yeah, that's busy, kind of. Ah, perfect. If I take the weight off this, and actually I can just take the whole front loader off. Wrong button again. It's all going badly wrong. There we go. Yep, that's going to be a good little shunting tractor. This would be an absolute disaster if I did have crop destruction on. Oh, I'm really pressing all the wrong buttons today. Good. So yeah, that must be a 7.7 metre header, I'm guessing, as it is the Class 770. I don't know much about the Tucano range. I know much more about the Lexian range. Right, that should do. I have noticed the diesel. We've already paid for the diesel, so if we run out, I will just fill it up in the field by pressing a button. I'm going to try and see if I can run it out. It would be interesting to see. I think I will do quite easily. These combines do drink the fuel. For obvious reasons, because they are doing so much processing, so much crop. But it's very rare for me to run a machine out of diesel on FS. I think it just stops and then it flashes and says something like you've run out of diesel. I don't think it's too spectacular, but I would just like to do it again just to see. So that might happen in this field, it might happen in the next field, but I would be very surprised if it doesn't happen in one of these two fields. Lap 1 almost finished and already quite full. Hopefully the worker has better luck with this field, but it really is going to be fairly short-lived the time it's on a worker for, because I just need to go to the silo and unload. Or we could top up with what's in the silo and sell, but it really doesn't seem like a wise idea, especially as we are going to be going until October-ish, so the price is certainly going to improve. Right, setting it off there might have been a mistake actually, as I've sort of cut into it. But anyway, yep, let's go and unload. It will probably stop. Looking fairly congested around here. I like that you can drive all the way through here in forwards. We don't have to back in, there is enough space. Yeah, let's just tip the whole lot, because that price is going to be... it's not terrible. We can get 1100 though later in the year. We would essentially be throwing about £300 or £400 away for every 1,000 litres, and that's going to really add up. That's several £1,000s wasted. Right, that was a mistake. And now I just need to reverse out of here. To unload the combine. Ah, there we go, look. Refuel vehicle. I've never seen that before. Because I've never actually emptied it. So that's interesting. We have completely emptied this. Which means this combine did 4.3 hours on a tank. That's appalling. I'm sure that doesn't reflect what it's like in real life. Yeah, I think they can do a full day. Anyway, yes, what we need to do is go into here. Yeah, there we go. As I said, I have already paid for that diesel. It's stranded in my tank over there, and I can't dispense it because there's no trigger. So, yep, it's ours. We're not cheating. Anyway, yes, I will once again continue. I might as well unload here. Should be able to finish this field in the next time lapse quite easily, and then we'll be into that one over here, 56, which is actually quite big, quite a significant size, and it's also quite a unique shape up this end, so that's going to make it a bit more tricky if I'm going to use workers. Close to the end. Yeah, it's always a nice uphill battle. In fact, there was a part, I think it was there, to the left of us, where it wouldn't even move. But I'll know for next time not to have this particular setup. It's a lovely combine, lovely header, but don't do the two together. I need to have the correct pack. Although next time, it's going to be a very big map with big open fields. So we will certainly be going for something a little bit larger than this, and probably multiple combines, but it will only be a mini-series. I'm not good at doing big, long Let's Plays on large maps with big fields. It's something that I find really fun for a short period of time, but I soon lose interest. Because I do like the tighter maps with the smaller machinery. Well, there we go. We need to get the header trailer brought around the front of the combine, and then we can head across to the other field. Now I might possibly be able to tow the header with the combine. The little concern is going to be getting into the actual field, because it's a single gate. If I turn into the opposite gate, which is a double gate, there's a chance I'll get through. It's not going to be easy, and I mustn't make the mistake of putting the header too close to the front, because it will hit the back of the combine. There we go. Right, that should be good. Yes, I think I'm in with a chance here. We'll have to see. The header trailer does follow quite nicely. Oh no, how do I get out of here though? I didn't think of that. Oh, I should have gone out of that. Yeah, unless it doesn't go through, does it? I don't know. Yep, this is going to be tricky. Yes, because I need to do a right turn. I can't do a right turn. So we're going to have to do a left turn. I think what I'll do... Field 36 has got a crop in it. The best thing to do is to drive up into Field 36, spin round and come back. Because turning this thing around is going to be really tricky. Oh, I think we'll do it anyway. We'll just drive into the field. I don't really see a solution. If this had been crop free, it would have seemed like a very good idea. There we go. Right, the next challenge is going to be getting into the other field. I feel like I should have got that field because that's got a really good opening. But yeah, as long as I can get into the opposite field, I think we'll be alright. Without this double gate here, it would have been impossible. Technically, I just destroyed everything, but anyway, at least we'll still get through. There we go. Yeah, it's another wheat field. Our second and final wheat field. Oh, look at me go. Demolishing everything in my path. Combine lunatic. Look at the size of this field. I'm pleased that this field is not as steep as the other two, because that would have been quite slow. I feel like I've been doing a lot of combining recently on all of the various Let's Plays. Right, okay. Let's just go and we'll get this, well, we'll certainly get the headland done. What will that leave? It will leave, for the next episode, not a massive amount. Field 36, Field 62 and Field 42. And of course whatever's left of this field. And some of those are not going to be done for a couple of months. Right, that is where there's a bit of a bump there. So it's lifting the header up. We'll have to approach that piece at a different angle. It is possible to harvest it, but it just takes a bit of manoeuvring. Yeah, so headland first, as usual, then it can go up and down the field. That's not right. Yeah, I think what I've done is I've got the header stuck under a tree. And now it's bouncing. Well, you can't beat a bouncing combine. It must be possible to free it though. Oh, firing chaff and everything everywhere. Come on. I think, yes, there we go. That should do. Very nice. We're almost full. Can't even begin to imagine how much damage that would do to a combine in real life. Right, I'm going to bring the trailer up here. So we have got it to a stage now where it's going to be much easier to just have the worker doing it. I've done the awkward section, the worker can do that piece over there next time. We can then blast through this field, get it finished, and move on to whatever is next. But there really isn't that much more left to do. I think we'll probably have this done in the next 2 episodes. Next episode for obviously harvesting whatever there is ready, also selling milk, because we are definitely getting a lot of milk. And then the final episode would be for doing the corn harvest, although are they both, no, one of them is sunflowers, 62 is sunflowers. So they would be pretty fast. In fact, they would both be pretty fast. Yeah, 42? That's corn. So yeah, we've got 2 corn, 1 sunflowers, maybe 3 episodes, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. I'm not trying to rush it. We're going to finish it when we've completed everything. We're not going to just suddenly stop and say, no, that's it, if we've still got a load of milk in the tank. We're going to sell everything that we have. The same with the slurry. We'll sell the slurry. So we'll just finish by getting that piece. Yeah, there's a bit of a bump. And that is the reason why it doesn't harvest it going in the opposite direction. Can't win them all. Let's go over here. And then we can just set it off over there. Well, we'll position it over there, ready for it to be set off next time. Oh yes, of course, that piece has been missed because that's where I got stuck. And I daren't do it again. Shall I just creep into there? Yeah, I can't go too far in. That'll do. I will probably get stuck. It's because I've cultivated too far into the hedgerow. Well, that's not bad progress. We've managed to get 2 fields completely finished, and we've got this one probably 50% of the way there. There we go. Okay, right, so I don't like to just finish in the middle of a field. But it's a good place to finish, because we can just do that, unload the trailer, maybe sell some milk, sell some slurry whilst it's finishing, and then we can also actually have something to do, because if we complete this now, nothing else is ready. So we'll then move on to September. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.